See, I know. Some days I just gotta find the button. Anyway, hooty hoo indeed. BBPN, of course, guest season 16, round 2. I guess most of you are finally getting into week 5. Of course, there's one division that's, oh my god, week 7. Right, that's all we need. They're eager, aren't they? Me. I gotta get my game in sometime. Of course, what do I have to face? The Emperor himself. Oh well, another win for him. It's gonna happen. Look, let's face it here. I've had this discussion with a few people before. The problem with the Halflings in Blood Bowl 2 is they're the LOB 6 version of them. If they were the Blood Bowl 2020 version, it's a functional team. Sort of. Kind of what's up there. Scored a touchdown against Wolfowl. You did get one. Alright. Well, remember, none of his touchdowns count. Alright? Just remember that. None of his touchdowns ever count. Because unless there's other witnesses, they don't count at all. You know? Because he keeps trying to bloat his statistics, so to speak. Anyway, what we got here? Dwarves versus Dark Elves. This ought to be fun-ish. Fun-ish? Yeah, fun-ish. I don't know. It's an interesting tactical matchup there. You know, AJ versus just pounding it and pounding it. Dwarves, they're on the ball. Of course they are.
Aye.
And now, of course, the most exciting event in Blood Bowl we can ever get on the kickoff. We all know what it is. Yeah, Skaven Gunner Runners. They are the primary reason why Skaven are the terrors of the Blood Bowl field, because they are the fastest players in the entire game. They really are, because... You know, just 2 GFIs. Congratulations, News 11. Likely gets the ball. And meanwhile, speaking of...
You'd like to run your hands through my beard, wouldn't you?
That's according to the Dwarves, yes. Yes, indeed. But don't worry, they're loners. So no one cares.
Attack this one.
It's loners. No one ever cares. Yeah, well, the Skaven line... You have to embrace the fact that Skaven linemen have one purpose. Dying. They serve no other purpose in the game. Good golly bismolly.
Moonstick!
Alright, Vought just had basically his dream turn right there. A casualty and 2 KOs on turn 1. They're all loners, no one cares about them. This is Vought, so I have no guarantee he's actually going to do anything with this ball. Again, this is Vought playing the Dwarf coach. Like, right now, the Dwarves have a 3-player advantage already. 3 players. Will he score, though? Because it's Vought. What else would it be? Alright, so tough start there for the Dark Elves. Fortunately, all loners, so again, no one cares. The Dark Elves can indeed steal this ball. In fact, if he gets cheeky, he can actually start putting a little pressure on the balls. At least that's what my sister said for £5. Anyway, it's a service she provides. Understand? Good day, Iceblade. Yeah, you're already missing out a violet one. Vaught's having a dream game. He's got 3 removals on turn 1. 3. Injury, 2 KOs. Where the fuck was this in Alicante? That's all I'll say. It's true. Like, seriously, Iceblade, where the fuck was this in Alicante when it would have made a difference? Very true. Anyway, moving on. Alright, Vought has already achieved something he has trouble achieving. No, not that thing, the other thing. He's got it to the halfway line. Bravo. Now, can he actually get it in the end zone? Well, that might be asking a bit, remember, you know. Vought is the dwarf version of Wolfowl some days. Some days, not always, but some days, you know. But just when you think it's going all right, it goes all wrong. Alright, Casual's a 9-game with Necro. Oh, so you're having a great time too. Yeah, pretty much. You're having a great fucking time. I got my most casualties recently in Blood Diamond Chalice, as everyone says. And funny enough, it's the same team that did it last time. I got the matching trophy. Same team, most casualties, no surprise. That's what the team's designed for. The fact it finished 3rd overall was just because it kept killing the opposition. Makes it easy to score, as I say. Here we go. Now that's what we like to see! Woo!
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
See? You see what I mean? Now the Dark Elves are starting to counterattack. Jiggy, jiggity, 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 as they'd say. They're finally starting to get their gonads going. Alright, let's get comfortable. This might be a real game here. You thought it was going to be a pitch clear, and then suddenly, yep, they take one out, because remember, Vault's got no reserves. So, yep, the numbers are already changing to something Cadet prefers. Sidestep. Power Frenzy. More sidestep. And guess what? The Blitzer? No, son. No, you go here. Why? He doesn't have tackle. You go there. So the Dark Elves do make a mistake on that one. Oh, dear.
Aye, sir.
Seriously, that is a mistake. You should have done this way. However, you notice the Dwarves didn't move anywhere. No surprise here. And now the Dark Elves get to do a little bit of punching. Stand firm. Fuck off. Alright, yeah, stand firm, mighty blow. What other skills can he get? Yeah, a whole bunch of them. Anyway, I don't know why he doesn't have piling on. He should. That would be my theory. Speaking of...
I'm touching myself tonight.
Maybe you are, son. Maybe you are. We're all rejoicing as, yep, it's alright. But the Dwarves removed 3, turn 1, and now the Dwarves are out 2 players themselves. Why? Because immediately the Dwarves have started tactically doing things wrong. And this has happened. He's allowed the remaining Dark Elves to overwhelm the rest of his team. And unfortunately, it's working. Right now, there are 5 Dwarves not taking part in the game. So that means 9 Dark Elves... Or 8. I don't know, it looks like 8. I'll call it 9. Someone in there. Anyway, the 8 are taking on the other 6, then 5, then 4. Do you see a problem? Clearly Vault doesn't.
I mean, I'm fisting him to death, I'm sorry.
But that's precisely what's happening here. He's allowing a whole section of his team to get isolated, so they're just getting destroyed surgically. So much for AV9, you know? So it is what it is, but... Vault's not happy. Meanwhile, Vault, of course, is going GFIs everywhere.
Where's me drink?
It's not like Paxton's ever been a threat to him, right? Right? No one believes that one here. Alright, here we go. Surgical attack. Hits him, takes out the corner, no problem, and here we go again.
Dun, dun, dun.
Are you sure you put your armor on, Vault? Are you fucking sure? I'm seriously starting to wonder. Yeah, you're doomed, lad. You're all doomed. Doom, 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 doom.
Inconceivable!
Oh, you're missing out, Scooter. You're missing out. This game is already going so fucking sideways. Oh, well, Dark Elves finally failed something. Vort started this game, and it's what, yeah, AV9 never fails. Vort started this game with a 3-player lead immediately with an injury and 2 KOs. His dream start. He's now tied 8 on 8 because the Dark Elves, well, Vort just sat here with 5 players and did fuck all. Absolute fuck all. So he let his remaining players get isolated by the remaining Dark Elves who then started to exterminate them because of course they did. It's another loner.
Fatality.
No one fucking cares.
This is my boomstick!
It's a loner. No one cares. His life means nothing. It's his idiom. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it might be the murder trait. The casualties are piling up. Now notice, they're all loners right now. All loners. As you can see, the Dark Elves have, yeah, you're seeing that right, 5 loners on their team, and yet they're still in the thick of this game. Because he isn't quitting. Bravo, son, bravo. I do applaud that. Vault doesn't, clearly. Alright, here we go. Attack. Didn't decide to do the risky play, but that's alright. He's got Bill Bexley speed, and guess what? He's got the bastard cut off here.
Hit him hard.
Exactly. Definitely hit him on. La 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 la! Now he's trying, lad, he's trying. Alright, GFI, that's a good idea over here. GFI, now you kind of want to be there. No? Alright, well, so much for that idea.
Panda!
fucking shut up!
It's his own loner, no one cares. He fails the dodge, he's got the right idea, don't waste a reroll. Well done, bravo, son, bravo, that's what you do. The Dwarves are now having to regroup and get their wits about them, because this has all gone wrong. According to nobody, but according to them, it's all gone wrong. Alright, Dwarves are going to do what we like to call a double cage. Why? Because they're Dwarves and they're not very creative. See, Baldur's Gate, yep. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god. Really? Why are you GFIing?
I need healing.
There's no reason for you to be GFIing, son. You could have set that up correctly in any other way but that one. Oh, the Dwarves hit something. Alright, turn 6 for the Dark Elves. Yeah, it was a GFI fail. Definitely was. You're trying to remember what the button is, aren't you? Anyway, 2 dice.
My, he is tenacious, isn't he?
See, there you go. Now you got the right of it. Yeah, very tenacious indeed. Baxter is just rattling his tin cup as we speak on that one there. Alright, Calendar Girl moves into position. See, now he can do a floating screen. He doesn't have any players for it, but he can do a floating screen now if he wants. Maybe, if he's got the loner. Loner might want to go... No. Loner might actually want to go in here. Be a trailer. Pins players, prevents them from helping move forward. Yeah, I haven't made that turn on yet. Oh dear.
Panda! Shut up!
Well, he does fail a basic dodge. Fortunately, he's got sidestep on this flank. If he had both sidesteps here and here, he'd prevent the Dwarves moving forward. He would. Look, he's doing what he can with only having 7 players. There we go. Yep, green GFI because he's desperate to get rid of the Calendar Girl. Knocks him down. And there she goes. Yeah, exactly. Dwarves are trying everything they do to get rid of that Calendar Girl. They're trying really hard. Dwarves still moving on here. Doing okay. Runner, of course, having blocked makes the cage dive a little trickier here. Now, this time you can see Vaughn has figured out, put the guards protecting your balls. That's what we say around the brothel these days. Gets up, moves along. You're not going to do the GFI now, are you? Yeah, he's learned his fucking lesson. All right, next one here.
Let's get to it then.
All right, this might be the moment here. Yep, because you can do a pop out and it's a chain push. And there you go. Easy peasy, having squeezy. Now you just need to mark this arsehole. Come on, lad. You can do it. He's done it, no problem.
Finish him.
All right, now how do you want to hit this one? No, why are you... We're blitzing this. All right, well, chain it up there. You had other options if you wanted. But okay, I see what he's doing. It's a good play. There we go. 2 dice. Misses because he's already burned the reroll. I'm with you, lad. It was a good play. You set that up very well. Just didn't work, unfortunately, because you're all out of rerolls. But don't worry, the repechage works, and this arsehole gets the fucking ball.
Dwarves.
He played it. He played it very well. And that happens. AG4 gets a bouncing ball because AG4 never fails. Well, that's the last of the loners. They sigh.
Oh, I'm just a social drinker. Every time someone says I'll have a drink, I say, so shall I.
All right, where's he going? Yeah, well, he's going to take... It's amazing. Of all the casualties and injuries, they're all loners. Not a single one. There we go. Yeah, Vault's not going to fuck around. He's just going to score that one, and there we go. Crap, one came back. Alright, one did come back. Yeah, maybe not the very next day, but it did come back. So, Dwarves scored, finally. They scored on turn 8. That's about right for a Dwarf team. He got his KO back, but the Dwarves are indeed out 2 players. Unfortunately for the Dark Elves, he got one of his loners back. Can the Loners score? Well, unless there's a riot, let's be honest. No. No, they can't, you know? Look, you literally are short the players to do it. You're close. You've almost, because you've got some interesting skills on your team. But you're short the required players. You kind of need one more for the minimum at this point. Oh, of course, we could always have a riot.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's awesome. And that changes and revises the whole argument. Now the Dwarves are doomed again because doom. Dark Elves, 2 turns with a reroll. This is easy. That's not a joke. This is fucking easy. They can score this anytime. All right, start sending your players down the field. Yeah, you first. Yeah, there you go. Why are you marking? Seriously, why are you marking? You're going to try and throw it to him? You better hope he makes his dodge. All right, Elder receiver, sidestep, lodge, good chance. You run, bitch, run. Going for the block. Misses, of course. No surprise there. Don't follow up. That's correct. Move one more. No problem. How about you? Get the ball. Great idea. There we go. There we go. But notice the thing he's done correctly. Notice what he's done correctly. Yes, eligible receivers in position before he even attempted to pick up the ball. That's what heroes do, all right? You hear me go on and on about this, about you fail to do the fundamentals. There you go, fundamentals. Done. The Dwarves now have to do something.
I shot the sheriff and the deputy and your wee doggy too.
So far, the Dwarves are doing bugger all right now. You know, one, two, three, four, five, six, go. He could have tagged the ball. That's not a joke. The Dwarves could have actually tagged the ball with the way he was set up. He had runners in range to go get the ball. They couldn't get on the ball, so to speak, but they could get relatively close.
See ya.
Monty Blow gets the stun, gets it on the player he really wants. That's fine. This is the problem. Seriously, that's the problem. All right. Dark Elves, good luck, son. You're going to need it. All right, here we go. Casual pick up the ball. No problem. Move the ball to him. There you go. Casual handoff. Exactly. Now you can go over here and maybe make the pass or cut the corner and make it. Well, you already did the handoff. Here you go. The throw. The hey.
Holy dooly!
Yeah, indeed. Congratulations. Congratulations. He's on the board. Well, there you go. Welcome to halftime. We're tied at 1. This halftime, of course, has been brought to you everyone's favourite Hord's Dead hooker removal service. Casually, discreet, because that light bulb isn't changing itself on its own in the basement. Hord's Dead hooker removal services. Yeah, that was textbook Elven BS in a nutshell. Absolutely perfectly played. Absolutely perfectly played. See, that's why I've kind of debated when you ever play against an elf team. Even if you win the flip, don't go on offense first. Go on defense. Force him to do a lot of stuff because the idiom of an elf team is they want to score fast. They don't want to take a long time because that's when you make them pay for it. That's the whole idea. Anyway, Dark Elves, as you can see, got all his KOs back. This ain't happening. So the Dark Elves, believe it or not, are only one player short of what they really, well, they can do it. Loners have one job. Getting punched in the face an awful lot.
How can this be for the greater good?
Shut it! We'll see. Oh, yes. And now the Dwarves start pulling shenanigans.
For cause modern.
Because the Dwarves aren't bitter, are they? No, they're not bitter at all. Just saying they're doomed. Yeah, the Dwarves needed that. They really did. Now they get to stack over here and just piss off the Dark Elves. Advice to Dark Elves. Guess what? Your minimum speed is 6. That's his maximum speed. Exploit that correctly. That would be the best advice I could give him here. Yeah, karma for the riot. Yeah, it definitely was. All right, here we go. Who's got the ball? This young lad. Here we go, son. 2 dice. Gets a push. That's all he gets. No problem. And you're kind of in range. Oh, this is not going to go well. I'm just calling it right here.
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise.
Look, I'm just calling it now. He ain't getting away. He's not getting away. You've got at least 2 dwarves that can get on him, and this one, 1, 2, 3. Why you take AL, for fuck's sakes. Yep. Dodge tackle. Dodge tackle. Sigh. I hate to say this here. Mr. Dark Elf, you need to re-roll that. He need to tag him. And now here we fucking go again.
I'm having a wardrobe malfunction.
Well, it's not a loader this time. That's the problem. It really is. That's the problem. Ah, alright. See what they do this time. Whack!
Okay.
Yeah, okay indeed. That's 2. Can Vort do it again and make it 3? I repeat, can he make it fucking 3? He's already done that once. Once! And again, I still ask the same question everyone has to ask from home. Where the fuck was that, Alicante? Yeah, I don't think it's going wrong here. See, this is what I called right there. He's going to tag him. And here it is. Makes the dodge. He's got 2 cracks and a pow. Doesn't need 2 cracks. All he's got is just 1.
Ah, you're nice.
And he even gets the KO as predicted. So there you go. Vort, again, on the first turn, takes out everybody. Is anyone surprised? I don't think anyone's really surprised. Throw in. The ball's back here. The Dark Elves can recover it. Dark Elves, you have 1 play. No, I'm serious. You have what? That's not it. That was not the play, son. Oh, now you move. God, all right. Well, the Dark Elves now have a problem. He's now missing 3 players again. I know. It's rare it does happen occasionally here. So now the Dark Elves turn late are now doing what they need to do here a little bit.
Hell yeah!
See, now they've done this play. But they've run the ball this way, so they're hoping to buy some time. Good luck. Before they can just hail the ball somewhere. Here's the fun part. I don't think the Dwarves care. The Dwarves still have 9 players versus... Yeah, you can do the math yourself very quickly there. Because you just saw a power up off because he was about to lose his 3rd player. Yep, the Dark Elves powered up off. Normally I would disagree with it. This is one of the few times I do. Why? He needs the fucking player on the field. Otherwise he was down to 5. 9 versus 5. That's not a good matchup. La 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 la. Oh, Cal, the girl's about to get really punched in the face again and again.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it definitely is your pleasure. Ribbed for her pleasure, apparently. Yeah, cunt. Alright, one more time. This time with 20% more carbell. I don't know. We'll see what the Dark Elves can do. Charges in. He's going to go for the takeaway. Gets the takeaway. Unfortunately, now he's only got 1 play. He has to throw it now. He can't hang on the ball. Okay. So this is your play. This is your plan. Makes the dodge. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Has to make the GFI. Here you go. Yep, he's re-rolling that. Yep, remember LIB? They're all AG4. Doesn't matter about what their coolness is. Most unfortunate indeed. Maybe you do. He had the play. He had it planned. A 1 and a 2. Because he doesn't have a runner. He has no one dedicated for this. So, you know, here's what it is. And now the Dwarves, all they have to do is swarm the ball. All they got to do is get him off the ball and pick it up and then protect the fucking thing. Swarming the ball, the easy part for Vort. Protecting his balls. I don't know, how high are the notes in the Star Spangled Banner? Asking for a friend. Here we go, casual punch. He's got tackle, so that's easy, no problem.
Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Pick up the ball, Vort.
Yeah, second verse, same as the first.
There you go. Why are you GFIing? Why on earth are you doing it?
What do you need?
Alright, costs himself a reroll that does 2 GFIs, gets away with it. The problem is, now you're vulnerable. Because he can come all the way back, you stupid idiot. Why did you leave? Sigh.
So you have chosen death.
Yeah, pretty much. Fortunately, though, as you can see, Paxton can only do so much some days. He's tripping them up, both sides. One very angry hamster. And yeah, Dark Elves now have to come running all the way back down the field. The advantage is, being Dark Elves, they can do that. They are fast enough. Dwarves, not so much. The Dwarves are kind of stuck down here. Here we go, casual dodge with a loner, and of course, fails the easy one.
I'm collateral damage.
Yeah, pretty much collateral damage indeed. Alright, let's see what he can do now. Alright, let's see what he can do. Dark Elves, Dark Elves. They didn't get the ball back, but the Dwarves now kind of have to clear this mess up. Unfortunately, Mr. Tackle is over here. The rest of his team does not have Tackle. They do have Surf. You, move him. You think about doing something. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go, go. Alright, Dwarves can score if he plays this correctly. He even gets the punch. Move here. Oh, God, he goes to the other side. Fine, fine, fine. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's me drink.
Alright, Dwarves. You have one play. You've got one play. And it's called You Fucking Score Now. You don't put this off. There we go. Makes the dodge. Go, man. Go, 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 go. 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 Well, it's going to land bad fucking badly. There we go. Told you. Why does Vought never fucking listen to me? I told you to score! I did tell you, didn't I? I did! Absolutely fucking frustrating. Well, the Dark Elves are going to recover this thing. And now the Dark Elves have to consider A, get the ball back, B, moving it back up the field. This they can do. Elf dickery. Unfortunately, snakes are indeed a thing. Yes, snakes are a thing.
Mistake!
It's not his fault. He finally rolled a snake eyes. Finally happened. It's what you dream every elf coach does at least once or twice in your game. Roll snake eyes. Alright, Dwarves come running back. You need to mark the ball, son, but fine. You're going to be a problem. Alright, you, AG4 never fails. Gets the GFI.
Epic fail.
Exactly. Definitely an epic fail. Comes running in. You need to hit one of these. Marking, marking, marking. Tackles marked him. Okay, this is the play he's got to kind of worry about. If the Dark Elves get the ball and just howitzer it out, which they can do. Of course, then again, they got to roll about a 4. That's really what they're looking for. Sidestep right into the frenzy trap. Well, at least he made the push anyway there.
Run away!
Alright, one die here. Does he get it? No, of course not. Anyway, no surprise. Okay. Turn 14 of the Dark Elves, still not out of it, despite the fact of being down, as you can see, 5 players still in this game. Stand firm. All right, pick up the ball, hand it to him. There you go. Casual dodge. There you go. Makes it. Casual handoff, no problem. There we go. He's doing it. He's doing all of it. All right, now it's a casual put. It's a casual throw. Here we go. Oh, dear. You thought it'd be easy. Here we go. Run, bitch, run. 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 He can get you.
Mistake!
Paxton! I hear the tin cup in the distance somewhere. Alright, Dwarves just got, let's be honest, fucking lucky, because he did a GFI. Yeah, I know. Rage-induced in that one. He went for the GFI, rolled a 1, sir, because what else would he roll at that point? He had no rerolls left. Push me, fuck you. Ah, there it is, double skull for the Dwarves. Dwarves have to reroll that, not that they have any choice. Oh boy.
Thank you.
I'll give credit to the Calendar Girl. She's just tying up the Dwarves all day. Of course, that's what Vaughn loves to be, is tied up, but it's a hell of a discussion between him and my sister, so we'll leave it be. Dwarves running down the field here. The Dwarves technically can still score. They just gotta get the ball to him. Yeah, not exactly the easiest feat they can do it. You, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I hate to admit it, in GFI. And he makes the GFI, because of course.
I can't shoot straight unless I've had a pint.
Dark Elves, here's the problem. The Dark Elves can still score too, but they need things to start going right for a change. They do honestly need something to go right. You need to mark him. maybe these two, but less likely. Yep, here we go. Casual blitz. You just want this guy pushed. Alright, fun fact. This way was the way you pushed him. That way. Now you have to do all this extra movement. Well, now you've had to make GFIs. When you should have been standing right there. Minimum. Minimum should be saying. Instead you did all this movement. You see what I mean? Nobody sees what I mean. Anyway, here we go.
My pleasure.
Easy takedown, no problem. And now all the dwarves have to do, no one's got rerolls. All they got to do is be tactical. It is turn 15, so he moves this lad over in case a football happens to appear mysteriously. It's dwarves, alright? You're going to encourage the fat little bastards. Alright. Moving along. He's got him tagged, no problem. And here we go. The most surgical blitz he can make. Here we go. Makes it, gets the push. And I hate to say it, he needs to be marking the ball. Go mark the ball, son. Go mark the ball. There you go. Nicely done.
See ya.
Meanwhile, over here, yeah, one direct tackle from a player who is completely not supposed to be there. Because, yes, like I said, he blitzed it wrong. He had the movement, and he blitzed it wrong. Slight tactical error by the Dark Elves. We haven't made that many tactical errors, but that's definitely one of them. Here we go. The power of Loner. Alright, you better hope this all works. Alright, he is off the ball. Okay, you run into the end zone. That's your job. You've got it. Now it's up for Caldergirl. Here we go. Can she do it? Come on. Come on. Come on. One more. One more. Pick up the ball. She's got it. Even makes the dodge. No problem. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's an easy throw. And... kill it! I swear!
Oh no!
Yeah, exactly. Butterfingers drops it right there.
Not on your life.
Yeah, drops it right there. Once again, he had it, he had it, he had it, he lost it. You did nothing wrong, son, on that, well... Butterfingers, literally, at that point. Can the Dwarves score? Let's see. Gets here. Long bomb. That's it. Yeah, you can't do it. Yeah, pretty much. That sounds about right here. Alright, here we go. Solid little dodge this. Keep on beating until the morale improves. Block on block. Nothing going on here. Anyone else want a foul? No? No foul. I'm so fucking disappointed in you, Vaughn. Anyway, there you go. Final score, 1-1. A very bizarre game. You know, a bit of... As we said, it looked like immediately it was going to be the Dwarves were going to dominate. Dark Elves took it back. Dark Elves had a chance. Didn't quite get it. And then, of course, well, Butterfingers, as all could see. You're late, Fennell. You're late. You owe me £5. Anyway, 1-1 to final score. I will follow up Panda. I'll find out... Look, it is my problem because you brought the Ducks into this league. Anyway, 1-1 to tie. I will follow up Panda and find out when my game is scheduled. I don't know if he... Is it still required he has to pay me the contractually obligated bribe to lose? Asking for a friend. Anyway, Nuffle, bless your dice.